Hello and welcome to the first level in the London series and the ninth level in my Tomb Raider 3 walkthrough series. This level is called Thames Wharf, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, it's actually one of my favourite sort of levels or favourite series of levels in London. I'm not really sure exactly why that is. I do like the level design of them. I like the fact that in this level, one wrong step and you can die because you're so high up and you're jumping across like rooftops and things like that. The actual aim of the level is to get over there and get into that cathedral. Or there's a rooftop we have to jump on just past the I believe that's St Paul's Cathedral. There's a rooftop we have to jump on just past there, and then we will actually complete the level from there. Now, the first thing that we want to do in here, I think our starting position is around about here. So you want to take two side steps to the left, or two or three, so you're lined up with the wall. You then want to take two or three side steps forward. I've just messed that up a bit. But either way, you want to basically be in between these two sort of tiles here. And then you want to point Lara towards, there's a little sort of blue dot that you can see just above there. You want to point her towards that, and you want to do a running jump over to here. Let me just sort out my controls. There we go, because she shouldn't be drawing her weapons when we do a jump. And now we're over to this bit. Now, the way in which we want to go is actually not over here, it's over that way. But we're coming this way first because we want to go grab a secret. So if we do a jump over to this roof or slide down, we can grab the ledge and then we can jump across here and we can start making our way down. So we're just going to drop and grab just to limit the time that we're falling so we don't take any damage. And then we're going to drop down off this part here as well. Now, just below us are is some barbed wire. So the easiest way to get past that barbed wire is actually to do a standing jump over to here, let Lara slide down, grab the ledge, flip over, and now we're at the bottom and we can just walk through the barbed wire like this. So we're going to draw our weapons now because around this corner there are going to be two rats for us to take care of, so we're just going to shoot them. Did I get the other one? Yeah, I got both of them. Yeah, they don't take a lot of damage. You just have to be careful in this level, or I need to be careful because I'm going to be using the Desert Eagle quite a bit. So I really don't want to waste any Desert Eagle ammo on rats because they die in like basically one hit from the pistol anyway. So there's no point in using a more powerful gun on them. So now we're out here, we're just going to walk through the barbed wire again. And we're going to jump up, and this is one of those places again, as we've seen in previous levels, where we've got to jump and grab something. We do it in the barbed wire and in the spikes, and as you can see we take a little bit of damage. Now, taking damage in this level is not really a problem. There's a lot of enemies in it, and like I said, there's a lot of difficult jumps and places where you can fall off and die pretty much instantly. It's a very long level, but it's not so much a hard level. The hardest thing about it is just, well, firstly knowing where the hell you're going, and secondly not messing up on any of the jumps. It's another one of those levels where if you mess up on one jump then you're probably going to die straight away and reload the level. Anyway, the way in which we're going is just up here onto this crane. Now, as I mentioned before, the end of the level is literally just about there, but we can't get over there yet because we've got to do the whole of the level first. So what we're going to do is line ourselves up, do a running jump over to here, should just about land on here. We're going to jump up to this platform, and then we're going to climb up and make our way back. Now, what I've actually done for this level, and it'll continue like this for the rest of the game, is I've actually got a mod on where it's hiding the health crystals. The reason being is that in these levels and some of the later ones as well, there's health crystals which are pretty much unavoidable, or I'd waste time trying to avoid the health crystals. So from this point on, I basically won't be able to tell you where the health crystals are. I'm standing at this point because there's supposed to be a health crystal about here, but as you can see, or save crystal, as you can see, it doesn't appear there. So there might be some points in this where it looks like we're going into a secret and we're not actually getting anything. And in those points, it will basically be, yeah, there's a health crystal there, but the mod that I've got on is now hidden it. And like I said, the reason I've done that is because if I was to collect a health crystal, then it would restore my health back, and I've been actively trying to avoid them so far. So I just, like I said, there's parts of this level, particularly, and some of the other ones further in the London series, where they're basically just unavoidable. Anyway, so climb back onto this roof here, and we're basically just going to try and get back to the start again. So we want to do a jump there. You can jump and grab and climb up. I'll just do a jump there, and then we're back onto this roof. And now we're going to make our way down. So if we run off here and hold down jump, Lara should basically land on the edge of that ledge and backflip into here. Now if you do miss that jump, it's not the worst thing in the world. You just fall down and you can climb back up. We'll be coming back this way again probably about 2 or 3 more times, so don't worry too much about that. I'll show you that part as we get through it. Now the way in which we want to go, we don't want to take that zip wire there because it's basically sort of pointless. I mean, you can take it and it gets you down to where we need to go, but what I'm going to do is just show you a different way to go, and this is the way I'll probably go most of the time. If you aim Lara towards that ledge over there, you can do a running jump and she should just about make it onto there. You can then grab the health crystal, med pack even, and then we can drop away down here. Now when I pull out here or pull up, if you go that way that I've just gone, you actually miss out on a kill because there should be like a guy that spawns here, but he doesn't if you do that jumping way. So that's just a way to avoid having to face another guy. I usually get the Desert Eagle out at this point anyway because I'm going to be using it in a bit. Actually, I'm going to equip the pistols because there's some rats to kill in a second. We then come into this room here. Again, this is quite another scary room. If you drop down there, you die straight away. So what we're going to do is just going to make a running jump over to here. I'm going to take care of the 2 rats that have spawned. And then we're going to grab the Desert Eagle out and go around the corner because there's a guy we need to take care of. So just around here, there's a guy, and we'll just take care of him. Now as you can see, in this level there's quite a few of these sort of soldiers or whatever, guards, and they have like an MP5 sort of gun, similar to the soldiers in Crash Site. But these actually take like a parting shot after you've killed them. So when you kill them, you have to be careful as well and try and avoid that because they'll generally shoot you. There's some guys in this level that carry pistols as well, and they do exactly the same. So you have to try and avoid them shooting you after you've killed them. It's just an annoying little mechanic. Anyway, we're going to go down here to the right. There are some harpoons, so we'll grab those. And now, if we go down to the bottom, we can grab a small med kit. Now, behind here is one of those points where it looks like there's actually nothing there, but there would actually be a save crystal or health crystal in there if I didn't have the mod on. Over here, hidden underneath this floor tile, is a small med kit, so we'll grab that. And then if we press this button, that'll open up the hatch above us. So then we can climb up. I don't know why it did that weird camera angle, but then we can climb up and get to the top of this ladder and back to the area where we were before. So like I said earlier about this level, there's quite a lot of backtracking in it, and it makes it a very long level, to be honest. I think well, there's 2 funny things about this level. Firstly, like I said, it is a very long level, but also it's actually a very short level as well, simultaneously. There's going to be a part at the end of this video where I'll show you how you can complete this level in like record time. I believe I can do it in about a minute, maybe even less time. There's a secret way that you can go. You jump on like 2 rooftops, and then you can actually get to the end of the level, and like I said, in record time, in like a minute or less than a minute, something crazy like that. Normal time to complete this level, or the way that I do it, getting all the secrets, I think is about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. Like I said, it's crazy, but I do really like this level. I like, you know, different jumps and things that you have to do in it, all that good stuff. Anyway, we've basically just climbed out of that area. Now, the whole reason we went into that area was to get this flue room key, which we'll be using in a little bit to turn off a fire so we can get to the next part of the level. So what we're going to do is just drop down here. We're then going to jump and do a grab, and then I think we just shimmy over once. Probably shouldn't have the Desert Eagle. I'll just get the pistols out. And that spawns a crow. And the reason why we drop down now is because we want to take care of that crow without grabbing onto this ledge here, because we want to shimmy across to the right. But if we're doing that while the crow's around, then he's actually going to knock us off the wall and sort of bug us out. So we're just going to wait for him to fly there and then take care of him. Right, so if we jump and grab here, then we can shimmy across to the right. And if we pull ourselves up the first time, then we can get these shotgun shells. And if we go further to the right and pull ourselves up, then we will actually get the second secret of the level. I was just trying to think then what number it was. Like I said, if that crow is still alive, he can actually like bug Lara out and knock her out of this crawl space here. And like I said, if we fall off here as well at any point, it's safe to assume in this level, if you're hanging onto a ledge, if you let go, you're probably going to die, because there's a load of points where if you fall, it's just too high and you'll take too much damage and die. So we're just going to shimmy all the way over to here now. Just drop down, going to just jump and flip over here just because it looks cool, and then we're going to pull ourselves up into this area. So now we're going to go through to the other side of this, basically just to press one button to open up something else above us or further in the level. There's a lot of points in this level where you do that and then you have to backtrack on yourself, so we're going to do like a massive backtrack in a second to go all the way back up to the very start of the level once we've pressed this button. So here we just want to be careful again. If we fall off either of these platforms, we're going to die because the fall's too long. We don't want to grab that, we just want to press this. So that opens up a button, or another button to press a bit further in the level. And what that button will actually do is, if we look here, there's sort of like a, I don't know what they're called. I think they used to be used by window cleaners so they could clean windows. Just basically like a portable platform that can go up and down. So we basically want to move that platform up there so we can make a jump into that area there. But like I said, we need to go and backtrack first so we can get that button and press it. So we're just going to go, like I said, we're making our way back to the start of the level again now so we can go higher up on the rooftops and climb, get to where that button is that we just opened. So we crawl all the way to the end here, and then we're going to reverse ourselves out of here and shimmy down, or slide down even. So if we reverse out of here, just make sure we're over to the right so we take as little damage as possible. Then going to grab out the deagle because there's a little guy here I need to take care of. So just going to shoot him, and then yeah, just run away from him so he doesn't shoot me. And over here it gets a bit dark, I'll just light a flare. Down here are some flares, and there would be, I believe there would be a save crystal here as well, I think. The only reason I know where all the save crystals are in this level is because I've been practicing it a lot on my laptop, and that doesn't have the mod on it, so I've been practicing it and collecting the save crystals. Hopefully I've gotten enough practice and I should be good to go, but we will see. So we're just going to make a couple of jumps there, and then we're going to climb our way up to the top of this ladder here, and then we're going to have to climb up another quite a long ladder as well. So like I said, we're quite far down, quite low down in the level now, so we're getting back all the way up to the top of the level again where we started. So earlier we got the second secret. In this level there's actually 5 secrets. 2 of them are right at the very end, and the third one, where's the third one? I think that's quite close to the end as well. But there's a very important secret in this level. It's again probably the reason that I do like this level, in that if you don't get this secret, and regardless of how many secrets you have at the end of the level, so at this current point in time, because we got that extra secret, we're actually 1 secret ahead of what the game believes we are, so we're going to finish the game, well, you know, if we can get through the game doing this, we're going to actually finish it with like 60 secrets out of 59, so we're going to finish it with 1 extra. Now there's a secret over there that I've mentioned, and it's the most important secret in the game, because if you don't get that, then you actually don't unlock the level at the end, the extra level. And well, if you don't get all the secrets, then you don't unlock that level, but if you don't get this 1 specific secret, you certainly don't unlock that level. But I'll explain a bit more about that, or what I know about it, when we get there. Anyway, so we've just gone to the start. We did that same jump again, dropped down there, backflipped, and then we're actually going to make this same jump again over to here. Like I said, we could use the zip wire, but we're not going to bother. And we're just going to do a running jump over to here, and hopefully just land on there. And then we're going to jump and grab this ledge here and shimmy ourselves across. So we've done a little bit of backtracking there, and then we're going across to a new area. So obviously below us is all the area we explored before. Now I believe we will actually come back to that area, and we'll have to go back to the start again very soon, but I'll show you how we'll get to that in a bit. So if we climb up here, the first way we want to go is through this first corridor and over here. Just need to be careful here because we need to make a jump over here. Again, if we fall down, then we are pretty much dead, I believe. I think we're dead. Yeah, there's no way we can survive that fall. So just need to be careful of that jump, and then we're going to climb up here. There's a... oh, I've got the deagle out. Oh, I'll just blast him with the deagle. There we go. No point in switching to the pistol when I've already got one gun out. Might as well just shoot him in the face. Get a nice little close-up of the crow's beak there. And then here is that button that we opened earlier. So that's the button that was hidden behind that glass cabinet. So we unlock that. And what that'll do is move that window cleaner's sort of ledge. I don't really know what to call it. This thing basically below us. That'll move that up. So now what we can do is do a standing jump and grab, and we should just land on it. Now we take a bit of damage, but it's okay because like I said, we should have enough life, provided we don't mess up. Should have enough life to take care of this level. So here is where the flue room key goes, and you can hear that there's a crow flying about. We're just going to ignore him for now. And if we drop down into here, we get some music, and the whole reason to go in here is to press this button, and what this does, it actually turns off a fire. That part of the level would have had a fire on it before, and I think there's actually supposed to be a save crystal here as well, or health crystal, so it's another location where it's quite hard to avoid it. And pressing that button turns off a fire, so it will allow us to go on the upper part of this level in a second, and then we'll actually go down further into one of the buildings. Now the only way that... I'm just waiting until this crow comes down. I don't know where he is. There he is. Now the only way that I know how to get back is to drop down onto here, because the way in which we want to go, you can see that platform there, we want to go to there and make a jump across, but the only way I know to get back safely is to backtrack into that other room that we were at before. So just going to drop down here again, and then we're going to crawl through this space and basically go back to the very start of the level again. Now I believe this is the correct way to go. There might be another way. I always get a bit confused at this part anyway because of that, and because of the amount of backtracking you have to do. This is what I usually do anyway. It seems to work for me. Maybe this is why this level takes me 40 minutes, because I don't actually know the dev intended way to go anyway. So then we're going to just drop down here. Actually, what time are we on now? Yeah, see, we're nearly on 20 minutes now, and you'd be thinking, you know, oh, you must be getting close to finishing the level, but we're actually not, which is the problem. This is why this level's huge, or I think it's huge anyway. So, not doing anything really new here. This is where we came to before. That's where we killed that guy down below, and then we're just going to climb up again, so we're right at the very top of the level, right at the very start of the level again. Yeah, not really a lot to say around this point, other than, yeah, climb. Just climb up the ladders, and then we'll be back at the start soon. So, here we are again, basically at the start of the level. We're just going to do the same jump, or same sequence as we did before. So I'm just going to roll off here, and then grab, then roll again. I'm going to run forward. As soon as she falls off, I'm going to hold down jump, backflips into here, and then exactly the same as what we did before. We're going to line ourselves up, and we're going to make this jump again. Now this should, I believe, be the last time we have to make this jump. Just across to here. And then we're going to go and shimmy across to the right as we did before. Now in doing this bit I've just actually remembered where the third secret of the level is, and it's very close to where we are now, so we'll be getting that very soon. So if we shimmy across to here, pull ourselves up, we can then do a jump onto this platform, and before we went to the right to press that lever, press that button, sorry, and open up the, pull that sort of ledge up and down. This time we're going to go to here. Now the reason we use the flue room key is to stop that fire below us, so when we drop down there we're not going to burn anymore. But the first thing we're going to do is a standing jump up to here, and we'll grab some shotgun shells in a second. And then we're actually just going to roll back here, and then we'll get secret number 3 of the level, which is actually a rocket, so that's quite nice. I think that brings our total rockets up to 7 or 8, I believe. Let's just have a quick look. Oh yeah, because we did use that. Oh no, 3. I obviously I must have done something and used a lot of rockets in the other level then when I was practicing it. So actually I lost my save again, so I ended up playing through the Temple of Puna again to get back to this point, and I think I probably just used the rocket on every enemy. That's what it seems like. Anyway, it is what it is. So we're going to slide down here now, and again we're at that very sort of same area that we were at before. We that was where we had that ledge, and we moved that up and down and pressed the lever. So we're just going to make this jump now. So we're just going to jump and grab, and Lara will just slide into here, and now we can go down here. So we come into a completely new part of the level. Now there's just down here is a large med kit. And below here should be some rats to take care of. So we're just going to get the pistols out. Yeah, there they are. Just going to take care of them. Now I'm going to get Desert Eagle again, because as soon as I drop into here, there's going to be a guard that spawns. Where does he spawn? Just over there. Just going to shoot him a couple of times. So he takes 2 hits from the Desert Eagle, which is cool. And again, similarly, like the other gun guys in this level and this game, he will actually take a parting shot if you're in sight of him when he dies. So, like I said, we just need to, after we've killed any sort of enemies in this, we just need to hide afterwards. So we're going to pull this lever, and we get that amazing sound, which we know from the, what level was it? It wasn't River Ganges. Maduba Gorge, that's it. We always know that that sound means that water is being moved around, apparently. So if you pull that lever, then what we can do is go into this room. So there's the whole, or this whole area is like a puzzle. There's 3 different pools of water, and we basically have to fill one of them to do something, and then go into another one, or unfill a pool to do something else, and then fill the other one. So there's a couple of times we have to go back and forth and fill the pools up and unfill them and things. And yeah, the order obviously I'm going to show you in is the way that I usually do it, so this is what I believe is the quickest way to get through this level. But there might be a quick way. There's always a quicker way usually. So we fill up this pool, so we just refer to this as the second pool at the moment. So we've got, that's pool number 2. This room here is, so just down here is pool number 1. And there's actually pool number 3, but we get to it by going via pool number 2, if that makes any sense. It will do in a minute when I show you. So we go back to this first lever again, and we're just going to pull this up. And what this will do is that will now remove some of the water. It will completely remove the water from pool number 2, and it will actually drain some of the water from this pool, pool number 1. And the reason why we do that, after we do this little dive into the water, the reason why we do that is because we need to swim underneath now, and if we hadn't have drained the water, then we'd actually get killed by these turbines. But because we've done that, as soon as we swim here, Lara can sort of just swim through. Now, this is like the intended way to go. It looks like it's a glitch, but it's not. And then when we pull ourselves out here, there's going to be a guard to take care of. So I'm just going to shoot him. Just going to grab the pistols out again, because there's a couple of rats to take care of as well. There's some shotgun shells here, and the way in which we need to go is through this tunnel here. You can see there's 2 rats. Apparently he wants to take 3 hits from the pistols. That's fine. And then we're going to slowly crawl through here and grab this health kit. There you go. So here we're just going to do a jump and grab here and then just drop ourselves down. I'll show you the reason why we do a jump and grab there a bit later. It's basically because at the end of the level there's actually a part where you can jump and grab a lever and you end up dying if you don't grab the lever. If you don't grab the ladder, you end up dying, and it's just a really cheap way to die, because it'll it's like you've just got to the end of the level and then it's like, oh yeah, you forgot to press grab there. Yeah, you need to restart the whole level now. I'll show you where that is. Anyway, so in here, the first thing you want to do is just come over to here. There's no actual reason to do this. All it does is turn on the lights and lets you see where you're going and what you're doing. So the whole thing with this room here is there's that little vehicle that's going around, and basically we actually need to push that into that circuit breaker there, or electric panel, whatever the hell it is. We need to get the vehicle to go there, and the way in which we do it is by using this cube. Now we have to be careful, because if that vehicle hits us, then we actually die straight away. It just it doesn't even drain your health, it literally just kills you instantly. So the quickest way I've found to do this part is to push this block out to here. So we pull it out, then we push it, then we're going to push it over twice. And again, like I said, we have to be quick with this. If we're not quick, that vehicle can come up behind us and crush us, so we really don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to go over this side now, and I'm going to pull it forward. She always loves to jump and grab for some reason. And I wish, to be fair, you could look around while you're pulling and grabbing this, because there's a lot of times where you think, oh, where's the vehicle? Is he going to get me? And then it just suddenly appears behind you because you're not able to look around. So now we're just going to push it forward. I think it's about 2 more times, and what that should then do is block off the path, as you can see there, and then it will actually force that vehicle to turn around and go into the circuit. So the only place we need to push it is to here, and now that vehicle is going to come all the way over here. It's going to turn around here, it's going to come back, it's going to turn around, and then it's going to make its way into there. And we can basically just leave it now to do its thing and start climbing up to the top. The reason we need it to do that is because at the top of this ladder there's I can't even show you, there's a trapdoor that we can't get out of, so we're just going to have to wait until the vehicle crashes. We'll get a little snapshot of it, and then it'll, there we go, and you can see it's opened up this ledge now, or trapdoor even, so now we can climb out. It's also opened up another button, so we can press that button in a second, but before we do that, I believe there's a guard we need to take care of. Maybe not. Let's just press the button anyway. No, don't do that. So we're going to press this button. What this will do is actually fill pool number 3. Ah, there's the guard. Yeah, I want to be careful of that hole there. Now, for some reason I have the pistols out. For some reason I'm taking a load of damage as well, but it is what it is. And yeah, so there's actually now a hole here, so we need to be very careful, because if you fall down that, then you will die straight away. So I need to keep trying to remember where that is so I don't fall down it. So we've pressed that button there, and we've just pulled that lever down. So that should fill pool number 2 again. And in pressing that button, pool number 3 should actually have water in it. So we're going to go to pool number 2, and we're going to swim through and then go to pool number 3. So here we are at pool number 2, and if we pull ourselves up here, we will then be at pool number 3 here. Now, if we could have got to this area before, but it wouldn't have had water in there. And as soon as we jump over here, we actually trigger an alarm. Now, there's no point in this alarm; it basically just goes off. There's a guy that comes around the corner in a minute, but we can take care of him with 2 shots from the deagle, He's down. I don't believe he drops anything. Doesn't seem like he does. There's quite a few of these guys that don't drop anything. You'd expect them to drop like small med packs or ammo or something, but nah, they're pretty stingy. They don't seem to drop anything at all. So press this button here and this opens up the last button, and that will then allow us to leave this area. Now, one of the things you need to be careful of straight away is as soon as you press that button, it actually drains this pool full of water. So you don't want to come running out and sprinting and jumping into there, because that will be the end. Now, the way in which we do want to go is through that door there, but the only way we're going to get to it is to, well, the only way, again, I know how to get to it, is to go back to the start and refill this pool again. So we're going to just make our way back over there now. So there's a climb bolt sort of grate on the ceiling, and we're just going to use that to make our way back. So if we get here, there's a, oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. I don't want to die to the rat. Screw it, I'll just use the Desert Eagle on him. There you go. Sorry, Mr. Rat, but you were eating me. So yeah, just don't crawl under that bit. Oh, there's another rat that spawns here as well, so we're just going to take care of him. And then we're going to carry on this way. No! Missed the large med pack. Whoops. Okay, anyway, we are back in pool number 2 now. So we're just going to make our way out, and we're actually going to go and grab, we're going to press that lever again. I need to draw my weapons, because of course, there's another gun guy there. Let's take care of him. Of course, he doesn't drop anything either. And then we're going to make our way back to this room again for like the third and final time, third time I think. And now we have a new lever, or a new button to press, which is just this one over here. So when we press this, this should then fill pool number 3 again, and that will allow us to actually get out of this area and carry on with the level. And we should be very close to finishing the level now. Like I said, there's still 2 more secrets, but when we get through this pool, we'll actually be, like I said, we'll be really close to finishing. So we're in pool number 2 here, and I'm going to climb out here. And what I'm going to do, just because, just for completeness, is I'm actually going to go back and grab that large med kit now, because I'm a nerd. And I'll do that, but I'll just speed it up on the video now, just so you don't have to watch again. Or apparently I'll just fall off and... yeah, I don't know what happened there, but... maybe you actually can't get it again? That's interesting. Oh well, okay, yeah, I was an idiot, I missed a large med pack. Yeah, just don't miss that if you want that large med pack. Right, anyway, so we're going to go through this part here. I'm just going to light a flare because it's a bit dark. Now, there's some harpoons here, and we're going to want to pick those up because in the, not the next level, but the level after, we will be using the harpoon gun quite a bit, and there's a new underwater vehicle that we get to use. So we definitely want as many harpoons as we can for that level. I don't think I've actually used the harpoon gun yet, but like I said, we'll get to use it. Now, when we swim through into this bit, we're actually now underneath, we're basically in the cathedral at this part. Now, there's a couple of items for us to collect, but if we have a look up, I can't remember where it even is, but basically the first there it is. So if you look at that grate there, the first secret of the level is actually just up there. So it's quite cool how the, well, I think it's quite cool, they designed this level, how they're actually, how everything's sort of connected and it's all like built on top of each other, and you know. It's quite, like I said, I like this level anyway. I think it's quite well designed, but that's just my opinion. So down there are some shotgun shells, and then we've got a small med kit over here, so we'll grab both of these. Then we're going to swim out and up here. And when we pull out the water, there's going to be a guard that spawns just to our right, so we're just going to take care of him. And again, this is another point here. He actually drops a small med kit, which is quite nice, so we'll grab that. And right here, there would be a save crystal there, or health crystal there, again. And this part here is where I said, this is why whenever you see a ladder, you want to jump and grab. Because if you don't jump and grab, you actually fall down onto those spikes, and they just kill you instantly. Well, onto the barbed wire. And I just think it's hilarious that if you forget to jump and grab there, it's like, you're just dead straight away. Even though you've got all this way through the level, it's crazy. Anyway, another cool part about this level is literally just over there is where we got the first secret of the level, but we wouldn't have been able to get over to this part here because we'd have slid down and hit the spikes and, oh well, hit the barbed wire and taken a lot of damage. So we're just going to come to this bit here, and then we're going to do jump and grab. We'll take a bit of damage, but that's okay because we're not going to hopefully take much more damage this level. And then we're going to do a run and jump over to here and shimmy across. Again, at this part, we're going to have to do another jump and take a little bit more damage. I'm just going to make sure I've got the deagle out because I'm going to need that in a second. And we're going to jump up here. Now, the way in which we're going to go is through St. Paul's Cathedral, or through the top of it anyway. But we're not going to do that yet because there is an item that we want to get. And the way in which you get that is by just dropping off here. So we're just going to back up and hold down grab, and we should drop into here. Then we're going to walk right to the very end. And again, we just want to hold down that walk button because we don't want to take any more damage than we've already taken. And we're just going to grab the Desert Eagle clips. And then we're going to walk all the way back because, again, we don't want to take any damage. So we're just going to get to the edge here and pull ourselves out. Then going to jump up to this part and into here. Now, before we go and grab the 4th and 5th secret of the level, we're just going to be very careful because there's 2 guards that have now spawned and they're going to be just running around here. So I want to be very careful so I don't take any damage from them. You can see one of them running down there, or running around there, so I'm going to try and take care of him. This part of the level is really like crazy, to be fair, because they literally like just run and hide around different places. Where's he gone? Oh, he must be behind there. Oh, jump. Okay, we should be good now because I think they're the only 2 guards in the rest of this level. Right, secret number 4 or secret number 5, because you can get either of these secrets in whatever order. You want to roll off here, you want to drop down here again, and just underneath here there will be a large med kit. So this is secret number 4/5. Like I said, it doesn't matter which order you do these 2 in because they're right next to each other, and you can always get the other one first or whatever. And if I climb out of here now, before we, well, like I said, we're right at the very end of this level anyway. And we've just got the one, well, the end of the level's literally just up and to the left. And we've just got the last secret to get now. So we're going to climb back up here. And make our way over here, and then we've got this strange looking block in the middle, which is actually a movable block, so we're going to pull this out twice. We're going to jump up here, climb up to the right because we can't climb to the left because there's a slope platform on there. And if we drop down into here, we will get a large med kit, I believe. Can't actually remember what it is, skip through it. But then if we do a running jump over here, I knew I wouldn't make it. I thought this level had gone too well to be true. Come on. Right, just try and get back up there now. I don't understand how I didn't make that, to be honest. Usually she just makes it first time. There we go. So when we climb over here, you can see below us is a key, and if we pick this up, we get the 5th secret of the level. So 5 secrets. Now, like I said before, what's cool about this secret is actually it's called the cathedral key, and if you don't get this secret, if you don't get this key, then you don't unlock the last level. You don't get to actually physically use the key, and when you look in your inventory in the next level, you actually won't have this key at all. But I just thought it's pretty cool. Like, I think it's technically an Easter egg, really, maybe, but or, you know, secret as they say. But yeah, I just think it's very cool that they have that sort of item in the game, and it's one that if you just miss it and don't get it, then you you can't get the secret level at the end. Anyway, as soon as I jump off this part here, this is what I was saying, this is where the end of the level is, and as soon as I do this jump here, we'll end this level.
Who are you working for?
What?
You heard me.
I didn't, honest. What did you say?
I said, who employs you?
Ah! Miss Sophia Lee!
Who's she? What does she do?
I don't know. Really, I don't. I just shoot people for her.
A commendable work ethic, I guess.
Yeah, I put my hours into it, as my father did and his father did afore.
Well, how old is this Miss Lee?
I don't know. Late 20s? Early 30s?
Right.
Yeah. For some people, like yourself, we get a special bonus.
I'm flattered.
I mean, I could even be retiring from you.
Then you might like to mind the bell. Happy retirement.
There we go, so that was Thames Wharf. Like I said, it's quite a long level, 41 minutes it took me at the end to complete the whole thing, which probably about as quick as I can do it with the backtracking and things, like I said, the way that I go. Found all 5 secrets and didn't use a health pack as standard. So yeah, like I said, I'll end the video. Well, what I'm going to do actually is I'll just again, because this video obviously isn't long enough compared to the last one, I'm actually just going to do a short bonus at the end where I'll show you how the quickest way to complete that level, as I mentioned in the main guide, that you can actually do it in under a minute. So I'll just do that right at the very end of this, just as a bonus for anyone that wants to watch it. But anyway, thanks for watching the main walkthrough, and I'll see you in the next level. Hello and welcome back to Thames Wharf. As promised in the main walkthrough, this is basically going to be a very quick video to show you the speedrun method, or the glitchless speedrun method. The glitch one I definitely can't do because I'm not very good at glitch, but it's basically just going to be me challenging myself to do the glitchless speedrun method. Now I will have a link to the guy that holds the top spot for this this speedrun, just to show you that if you want to watch that, and he does it in about 19 seconds, which is absolutely crazy. There's a couple of other people out there have done it, managed to do it in the same time. I unfortunately get nowhere near that time. Think mine's probably about 30 seconds max, 30 seconds fastest, sorry, but we'll give it a go anyway and we'll see what happens. So I'll just reload the level, because otherwise, you know, I've just wasted half my time just rambling. So here we go. So first thing we're going to do is run and jump over here and light a flare. We're then going to jump again and flare cancel at the end, just back up towards this wall. Run and make a jump over here, hold down the action button, and then we're going to use a large med kit as soon as we hit the floor, because we take full damage there and we don't want to die in the spikes. We're then going to jump up here and then sprint through, and providing we don't hit the wall at any point, we should be able to get through. And there you go, so that's 24 seconds. That's not a bad time, to be honest. Like I said, the fastest I've seen somebody do it in is 19 seconds, sorry. Obviously the place where I can make improvements is on that middle yellow platform. But I'm not a speedrunner anyway. I just thought I'd challenge myself to do that and just show you the way that I do it and try and talk you through it. So I hope it was enjoyable, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video anyway. Thanks for watching.